Hi everyone. My name is Hannat Salami and I am a product owner at Join Momentum. I'm here with my fellow associates.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ibhade Arabome, and I'm a product marketer at Join Momentum.
So we are here to discuss user research in AI-powered job simulations. So Ibade, what is user research all about? Like, what do you think it means?
Well, from the research I've done, user research is a systematic process of understanding users' needs, their behaviors, and their motivations to inform the design and development of products or services. In our case, in Join Momentum, our services are software based. So it would be in terms of job simulation software, which we both work on. And so the purpose of user research is to gain insight into how people interact with products or services, ultimately leading to better user experiences and more effective designs.
Okay, so yeah, exactly. I mean, these AI simulations are basically like it is what people are into now. I mean, AI is just evolving and people are using AI every day. So simulations are basically to transform how we train employees, how we can also use it to assess job candidates and also develop workforce skills. So what the real question is, how do we ensure that these simulations actually meet what exactly the user wants to wants for themselves? So I think the the whole point is to understand what exactly our users want. So basically, we conduct research, do interviews, conduct usability testing, A to B testing, and
Mhm.
everything to basically know exactly what our users want. And from there, we'll like tailor their needs to what we want to build. So
That's right.
um yeah, so um what exactly are the challenges that we have in conducting user research? There are a
Okay,
lot.
so there are a lot, like many things, there are pros and cons, and some of the cons are how time and resource intensive user research can be. So it can be extremely time consuming and expensive, especially when dealing with a diverse user group across multiple industries. Hiring managers, for example, when conducting in-depth interviews from various sectors, they tend to run usability tests and analyze large data sets of user feedback. And this can take months and require significant personnel and financial resources. So it can be very time consuming. That's one problem we face. Another con with user research is the potential for biased or misleading feedback. That comes in the example of user feedback can sometimes be skewed by personal preferences, limited perspectives, or misunderstanding of long term goals, potentially leading to misguided product decisions. An example of this would be job seekers might consistently request easier simulations to boost their chances of success, but this could undermine the tool's effectiveness in accurately assessing skills for employers. So essentially, the easier the simulation, the easier it is for people to pass it, but that doesn't accurately assess their ability to do the job. Another problem developers face when conducting user research is also the rapid technological changes that outpace research. We know technology is forever evolving in any sphere, whether it's AI, for example, ChatGPT and all these tools like that. And one con is rapid technological changes. And this comes in the fact that fast-paced evolution of AI technology can sometimes make user research findings quickly obsolete, especially if the research process is lengthy. Going back to the fact that research takes time, by the time you gather your research and want to gain insights from what you found, things would have changed by then. So an example of that is by the time you've completed a thorough study on user preferences for current AI interactions, new breakthroughs in natural language processing could render those findings less relevant. Another issue we tend to find with user research also is privacy and ethical concerns. So you can find that with gathering detailed user data for research, especially in job seeking contexts like ours in Join Momentum, that you
Exactly.
can possibly raise, yeah, significant privacy and ethical issues.
Privacy
So
concerns.
exactly. So tracking user behavior within simulations or collecting personal information about job preferences could be seen as invasive by people, potentially leading to legal challenges or user distrust if not handled with the utmost care and transparency. So those are some of the issues we face with user research.
Exactly. I totally agree with you. And the thing is that, especially about this data security. I mean, most times when people want to collect this information through some surveys and everything, I mean, sometimes I'm always reluctant to even fill some of them. So it is very valid. And the next thing that we're talking about.
Benefits of user research, because it's definitely important. If you're a person in the tech world, you need to certainly understand how users find your tool, and there are certainly benefits to conducting user research. So one of them, for example, is improved realism and relevance. So user research helps to ensure that simulations mirror real world scenarios accurately by gathering feedback from actual users. That may be in the form of candidates, recruiters, educators. For example, if you're rolling out your software for universities, you can tailor simulations to reflect industry specific challenges and nuances. So for example, us at Join Momentum, one of the entities were hoping to give job simulator AI to our universities. And an example of improved realism and relevance is a university might report that nursing students need more crisis management training. And this feedback could lead to the development of simulations that mimic high pressure medical scenarios, making the training more relevant and effective.
I think another benefit would be, I mean, there will be higher engagement, no more boring, I mean, test and everything. If a simulation is frustrating or dull, honestly, people won't use it. So user
That's right.
research ensures that simulations are interactive and they are not just another click through experience. Because I mean, why would I be doing something that I'm not even like that is not stimulating me, that I'm not even like, I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So
I
it
get you.
it it helps to fine tune like the difficulty levels, makes it easier for people to relate to what exactly we are doing and all. And then there's also fairness and bias reduction actually, because
That's
AI
right.
can unintentionally favor certain groups of people based on their training data. So user research helps to uncover biases. For example, if the AI favors formal speech over casual language, it may like unfairly filter out qualified candidates. For example, now let's say a hiring simulation originally scored that candidates based on how fast they answered. This research shows that it is unfair to non-native English speakers, so they had to adjust the scoring system. So basically, it just makes employers to make their decision making better, because they don't need just any data, they need the right data. So that is why user research has to be very very specific. It has to be targeted to the exact people that you want to like solve their problem. So in this simulation um aspect, it makes sure that job like you'll be able to measure their job relevant skills rather than just random stuff that you do. So over to you.
That's right. I agree completely with the fact that it helps with bias. Another element of bias that user research mitigates is, for example, some simulations may favor extroverted people, and when you have simulations that are based on personality, when you're looking at personality and you have simulations testing people's way of thinking, how they interact with the world. Some simulations may favor those that are more extroverted than introverted. So having user research again can help to mitigate that bias. So I agree with everything you've said completely on that. Another benefit is increased effectiveness in skill assessment. So user research helps to refine the assessment metrics within simulations, ensuring that they accurately measure relevant skills and competencies. This leads to more reliable hiring decisions and better talent development. So, for example, if recruiters report that current simulations don't adequately assess problem solving skills, you can refine the tool to more dynamic
Yes.
scenarios that challenge candidates in real time, providing a clearer picture of their abilities. Another, of course, very big advantage of user research is having competitive advantage and innovation. So continuous user research allows you to stay ahead of competitors by identifying emerging trends and user needs early. This enables you to innovate and adapt your platform more quickly and therefore maintain a competitive advantage in the market. We know that Joint Momentum isn't the only company that's offering job simulation software. So having constantly taking on board user feedback and conducting user research certainly enables you to gain an understanding of what people need, fix your tool and hopefully make it better than your competitors. So yeah,
Exactly.
that's what I'd have to say about the benefits of user research.
Exactly. Like we just need to keep refining and refining, pushing it out, ask people what they want, testing it, doing it all over again, just to get it for the right people.
That's
So
right.
I think what are the methods that we can use to like actually gather our data from users? So I'll go first. I
Yes.
mean, I think we
Sure.
have
Okay.
interviews and surveys. I mean, direct feedback from users is used to like insights into their needs, their expectations, their experiences. Like if you interview someone, you can, especially. I mean, I think for me to be one on one because you can actually read the body language and the expressions of the user. I think that actually makes it more meaningful. And also, of course, you can also do online, face to face, and all. And then there are also surveys. So let's say, for example, now for this, let's take job simulator here as an example. If you want to conduct user research, you can like try usability testing, like the way our app is we're currently building it. All we have to do is just bring in people that we want to build the app for, and then let them test the application themselves and give us feedback. So I think that's another method of um, user research in AI job simulations. So yeah, what about you? What do you think?
I completely agree with you. Like you said, surveys and surveys, questionnaires, interviews, they're all very relevant. You can take surveys beforehand. You can take them after people have had a chance of using your tool to get
Yeah,
feedback, yeah, ahead of time. So be pre use of the tool, you get an idea of what people are looking for your tool to provide them. And having interviews after they've used your tool gives you a good idea as to how they found it and what refinements you need. So I completely agree with you there in terms of questionnaires and interviews, as well as usability testing. Another form of research we talked about was A/B testing, as you said, which is
yes,
a method of comparing two or more versions of something. So if you have version A of Job Simulator AI, for example, and version B, giving those two versions to people and getting their feedback on both also really helps in understanding, what to improve on, what to include, what to exclude. So by and large, those
better.
are the
You know which one is better.
exactly to know which one is better exactly, and then you use that prototype and run with it, and that enables you understand the best way forward to advancing your tool. So I think by and large, those are the methods of user research. Thank you, everyone. We're just going for a short break. And when we return, we will go right back to the topic of user research in AI powered job simulations. See you after the break.
Dr. Sheikh Modibo Diarra, Mali's interplanetary trailblazer. Born in 1952 in Nioro du Sahel, Mali, Sheikh Modibo Diarra overcame humble beginnings to pursue studies in mathematics, physics, and analytical mechanics at Pierre and Marie Curie University in Paris, before earning his master's and PhD in aerospace and mechanical engineering at Howard University in Washington, D.C. In 1988, he joined NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, JPL, becoming Africa's first interplanetary navigator. He contributed to major missions: Magellan, Venus; Ulysses, the Sun; Galileo, Jupiter; Mars Observer, and the landmark Mars Pathfinder in 1997. As director of NASA's Mars Exploration Public Outreach, he helped foster unprecedented global engagement. In 1999, as part of his commitment to development, he founded the Pathfinder Foundation to promote science education in Africa. He also launched a solar energy research lab in Bamako, 2002, served as CEO of the African Virtual University, and led the establishment of the African Summit on Science and New Technologies, SASNet, under UNESCO's Goodwill Ambassadorship. From 2006 to 2011, Diarra served as chairman of Microsoft Africa, helping drive access to technology and education across the continent. Beyond engineering, he briefly served as interim Prime Minister of Mali in 2012, bringing his technocratic vision to national leadership. Dr. Diarra's journey, from the banks of the Niger to navigating spacecraft through deep space, offers a powerful testament. African intellect belongs at the frontiers of global science. His legacy spans from inspiring a new generation of African scientists to reshaping educational and technological infrastructure across the continent and beyond.
Welcome to Join Momentum, where we're not just a company, but a community of digital innovators. At Join Momentum, our mission is simple yet powerful: to accelerate digital talents and business productivity through practical work experiences, trainee internships, and talent placement. We believe in the transformative power of hands-on experience and mentorship, so all our associates learn by doing, not just theories. Through these efforts, we build innovative products and solutions that address user needs and create value for our candidates, clients, and stakeholders. You can partner with us in our mission to accelerate digital talents and increase business productivity by working with us, hiring our talents, or investing in us. This is Join Momentum.
Tired of learning job skills from textbooks? Meet Job Simulator AI. We've built the first AI platform that lets you practice real jobs in a safe, virtual environment. It's like a flight simulator, but for careers. Practice real jobs, get real proof, build a portfolio of completed simulations, earn performance badges inspired by industry leaders, showcase verified skills to employers, get instant AI feedback on your progress. For educational institutions, be among the first schools and universities to give your students practical job experience before graduation. Limited early access spots available. For businesses, sponsor industry-specific simulations to showcase your brand, build a pipeline of practice-ready talent, connect with candidates who excel in your simulations, transform employee training and reduce onboarding time. For training providers, add hands-on practice to your existing courses, differentiate your offering with AI-powered simulations, give learners verifiable proof of practical skills, scale your training impact globally. For students and job seekers, stop wondering if you're ready for that dream job. Start practicing it today. Join our early access waitlist. Ready to revolutionize job training? Sign up for early access at www.jobsimulator.ai. The future of work is hands-on. Don't just learn it, leave it.
Welcome back, everyone, to this episode. You're joined with by Hannat and I, and we've been talking about user research in AI-powered job simulations. And before the break, we were talking about what user research is, what job simulation tools are, the benefits of user research and the drawbacks, as well as the methods of user research that exist. So now we're going to look at leveraging AI in the research process. So this is quite meta because we're talking about AI being used in the process of creating AI tools. And I'll start by saying that you can use AI to analyze large data sets of user feedback. And with anything, there are challenges as well as things you can do to mitigate those challenges. So one issue you would find is, again, data quality and bias. And the issue would come in the form of having large data sets that often contain noise, missing values, or inherent biases. Example, an overrepresentation of certain demographics. AI models are trained on flawed data, which may produce skewed insights. An example of this is if feedback data primarily come from tech-savvy users, then older people who aren't very good with technology might be underrepresented, leading to simulations that don't address their needs. And a way to mitigate that would be to implement rigorous data pre-processing, which essentially means cleaning your data, normalizing it, which would actively then seek diverse feedback sources. So essentially, cleaning your data as much as possible to remove bias. Another thing that you would find with using AI in AI-powered job simulations when it comes to your user research is essentially being able to interpret the data that you get. So complex AI models, for example, deep learning, can act as black boxes, making it hard to understand why certain patterns emerge from user feedback. An example of this is AI can flag low confidence in candidates, but provides no clear explanation, which would leave HR teams unable to address the root causes of these issues. And in able to mitigate that, you could use AI again. You could use certain tools to highlight key factors that influence these results. I don't know if Hannah would like to jump in on any of these points.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can also use AI to understand our users' emotions. I mean, AI has gone far, so it's definitely possible. So it is how it works is that it will scan the response and categorize the sentiment maybe as positive, negative, neutral, and it will give the researchers an instant overview of the user satisfaction. So let's say for example now a company is testing AI is testing an AI hiring simulation tool. So for candidate feedback. So the AI discovered that users found a particular scenario confusing or unfair, leading to, and this might lead to like the design of that part of the simulation. Like you can use AI inside AI. Exactly.
Yes,
Exactly. So
exactly.
the AI would be to you can use it to like understand what exactly the user was feeling at that particular moment. So it will give you feedback and you use it to refine your own AI. So using AI to refine AI. And you can
Exactly.
also use AI to track um okay so for the A and B testing at scale, instead of manually testing two versions of the product, AI can automate the testing process for you. It can analyze the user interactions in real time and it can determine the best performing design faster than traditional methods. So let's say for example now, AI, let's say an AI powered job assessment platform tested two scoring methods, one that gave instant feedback and one that provided feedback at the end. So AI identified that users they prefer instant feedback given to a system wide update. So instead of like using manual methods, AI will come like users think are better and they will use it. So I think the next thing is let's use joint momentum as a case study actually. Okay, using joint momentum as a case study, we're currently working on job simulator AI And under Job Simulator AI, we have cybersecurity. So for our cybersecurity, the first thing we did was conducting user research. I mean, even before the designers did anything or started work on it, they conducted the first thing was to conduct user research. What exactly are the pain points of our users? What exactly do they need? How can, because there are a lot of AI job simulation softwares out there. So what exactly makes our product unique? So that unique selling point is definitely, I mean, I think that's the most important thing in user research. The most important thing in user research. So the first thing, conducted user research, and then from there we knew what we wanted to build. We knew what exactly um we wanted, our user wanted rather, but still we were not 100% sure. So after building the application, the next thing we did was conduct usability testing. I mean, okay, so we brought in candidates. How exactly is this thing helping you? What do you think we can do to improve your experience? Like, we made sure that we communicated with the people that wanted to use the product and get their feedback, and from there kept on refining and refining and refining the application. So that's basically what user research is all about. Gather your feedback, keep on iterating, iterating and iterating until you get it. Even after launch, you still have to keep on searching, you keep on asking people what more can we do for you, what do you think would be better. So that's exactly what um, user research is all about. Would you like to add anything?
Yeah, I agree completely. Like you said, feedback is always needed, even when a product is launched into the market. In order to keep improving it, to make sure that you keep having people come back and use it, you keep having of people looking to buy what you're selling. You need feedback continuously. So constantly having feedback before your product is put out, while it's being developed, and when it's put out to market is certainly very, very important. And just as you said, Join Momentum isn't just the only company that offers job simulation software. There are also many out there.
Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. We have a number of competitors, and some competitors consist of a company called Arctic Shores. They provide task-based assessments that show candidates' actual behaviors and scores them for every step they take in the assessment. So this tool is very much for companies to utilize in their recruitment process. Another company called Criteria Core, they provide assessments that measure cognitive aptitude, personality, emotional intelligence, a candidate's risk, and a candidate's overall skill set as well. Harvard offers predictive assessments that measure behavioral patterns, cognitive ability, and knowledge of the job in question. So they focus a lot on giving you situational type assessments, all those examples of, tests that ask you, for example, you are a product owner and you have this situation, and then it gives you a range of options as to what you would do in a situation you find yourself in. Another company that's also like Join Momentum is a Higher View. They offer interview building and video interviewing software, text recruiting, which is also a new software that I see a lot with a lot of companies, where you can go on apps and text with recruiters there and then, as well as offering AI hiring assistance as well, which is something I know we're also offering with Join Momentum. So using AI in AI tools, utilizing user research to further develop your AI tools is definitely a big talking point, and it's certainly something that a lot of AI, or rather companies that offer AI tools, are utilizing. And we come to the final part of this topic, which is what the future looks like in user research for AI-powered job simulations. So how user research can improve job simulation software. One type of tech tool that is very much talked about and is very much the thing of the future now is VR and AR, so virtual and augmented reality. And user research is going in that direction. So we're having emerging technologies for more immersive user testing. So using VR simulations, you can create highly realistic job environments. Example, if you use one of these VR headsets, for example, to medical students, you could give them the ability to see what it's like to operate in an operating room if you're training to be a surgeon. Or they already do this for people training to be pilots. They give them augmented reality devices where they can essentially simulate you get the simulation of what it's like to be in a cockpit. Virtual reality also allows for complex scenario testing that's impractical or dangerous in real life. So you can have these experiences in the comfort of your room, or if you're in university, for example, in your classroom, you don't have to physically be in an airplane to get this training. VR also enables assessment of spatial awareness and physical task performance. So that's virtual reality. Augmented reality is slightly different, but also similar. It also enhances real-world environments with digital information for hybrid testing. It allows for the testing of how candidates interact with both physical and digital interfaces, and it assesses multitasking abilities in tech augmented workplaces. So, for example, AR simulation could be used for retail managers that overlay inventory data on store shelves during a restocking exercise. Before you physically have to go out as a virtual merchandiser and put things on a shelf, you could actually use an augmented reality device and practice doing so ahead of time, which would help because it's quite a daunting task to do. I don't know if Hannat would like to jump in.
I mean, I think another thing is the continuous feedback that you get. To
Yes.
always use real-time data to refine whatever you are working on based on users' behavior. Like it will always refine and refine and refine. So I think that is one of the um, feature of AI powered job simulation and user research, the continuous refinement. And then there's also the AI ethics and fairness and enhancement. So improved AI fairness models will actually ensure unbiased hiring and training decisions in the job market. So in conclusion, user research is very, very essential for making AI powered job simulations realistic, engaging, and basically fair.
Well, thank you everyone for joining Hannat and I for this episode on user research and its use in AI-powered job simulations. I've been Ibhade Arabome and I'm a product marketer, and I've been speaking with Hannat.
Yeah, my name is Hannat and I am a product owner at Join Momentum.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us. We hope you learned a lot, and we hope to see you on the next episode of Lunch and Learn. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Next episode on Join Momentum Lunch and Learn podcast.
Welcome to Join Momentum, where we're not just a company, but a community of digital innovators. At Join Momentum, our mission is simple yet powerful: to accelerate digital talents and business productivity through practical work experiences, trainee internships, and talent placement. We believe in the transformative power of hands-on experience and mentorship, so all our associates learn by doing, not just theories. Through these efforts, we build innovative products and solutions that address user needs and create value for our candidates, clients, and stakeholders. You can partner with us in our mission to accelerate digital talents and increase business productivity by working with us, hiring our talents, or investing in us. This is Join Momentum.
Tired of learning job skills from textbooks? Meet Job Simulator AI. We've built the first AI platform that lets you practice real jobs in a safe, virtual environment. It's like a flight simulator, but for careers. Practice real jobs, get real proof, build a portfolio of completed simulations. Earn performance badges inspired by industry leaders. Showcase verified skills to employers. Get instant AI feedback on your progress. For educational institutions, be among the first schools and universities to give your students practical job experience before graduation. Limited early access spots available. For businesses, sponsor industry-specific simulations to showcase your brand. Build a pipeline of practice-ready talent. Connect with candidates who excel in your simulations. Transform employee training and reduce onboarding time. For training providers, add hands-on practice to your existing courses. Differentiate your offering with AI-powered simulations. Give learners verifiable proof of practical skills. Scale your training impact globally. For students and job seekers, stop wondering if you're ready for that dream job. Start practicing it today. Join our early access waitlist. Ready to revolutionize job training? Sign up for early access at www.jobsimulator.ai. The future of work is hands-on. Don't just learn it, leave it.